G'day all you mad gamers, I'm Mad Mikey and I come from the bloody land down under, and in today's gaming news, the prodigal son has returned to Bioware, a division of EA, and I'm so excited, but with this excitement there's a little bit of loss and sorrow in there, but we'll get into that a bit later on. There's a small little tidbit there on a new Final Fantasy game coming out, and as reported the other day, Telltale Games were just teasing a bit on a game that, well, they didn't really say that it was going to be any game in particular, but today over at San Diego Comic-Con they came through with the goods, so we'll talk more about that. And guys, don't forget, it's not just the gaming news, it's my opinion. Mad Mikey Gaming. That's right, all you mad gamers, it's the 20th of July today, and I'm so excited to be delivering all this news today. If you haven't read about it everywhere, oh, I'm just so happy, because I'm happy. Before that, if you do like today's gaming news opinions show, don't forget, give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to Mad Mikey Gaming. And don't forget to tell all your friends, because they might like games. Now, first off, the big news in my heart, as I said, the prodigal son has returned to Bioware. That is right. Casey Hudson has returned to Bioware after he left in 2014 to go work over at Microsoft in their HoloLens division. It just looked like he was wanting to get out of there at that point in time. He left right at the start of when Anthem was began being made. And as I said, there was a bit of sad news because Aaron Flynn, who has been at the helm over that period of time, and Aaron Flynn's actually been there since the Neverwinter Nights, so he's been there for 7 years. Aaron Flynn's been a really big presence over on social media in talking to the disgruntled Bioware fans after Andromeda, because we don't call it a Mass Effect game. And I'm just so excited. Like, Casey Hudson was one of the founders of Bioware. He gets what Bioware is about. Not to say that Aaron Flynn didn't, but apparently Aaron Flynn had been contemplating leaving for a while. But when they heard that Casey Hudson was open to a return, he's actually going to be the GM, basically, of the Bioware. He's the big boss of Bioware, a division of EA. In case you don't know, I'm not really happy that EA own Bioware, because I think that they meddle in shit that they don't understand, which is Mass Effect. But I digress. So Casey Hudson was the lead producer of the Mass Effect series, KOTOR, Jade Empire. No, not Jade Empire. Aaron Flynn worked a lot with those too. But I just think that bringing back in Casey Hudson is a fantastic move, so I'd almost take my hat off to EA about this, because I think they saw what happened with BioWare and the last Andromeda game. Look, a lot of people hate on Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm sort of playing around with it just a bit at the moment, but I heard a comment today. I was listening to a few podcasts over on the IGN guys, and they were sort of discussing this as well. And the thing about Mass Effect Andromeda, the worst thing is that it was a Mass Effect game. It was actually a good game, but it having that Mass Effect lineage and the whole having to live up to the hype of what was the Mass Effect trilogy, the Shepard trilogy, whatever you want to call it, it just had a lot of hype to get up to, and they had a whole lot of new guys coming in, so they had a lot of new creative ideas. It didn't quite work out for a Mass Effect universe, but I don't think that's entirely their fault. I think the Mass Effect fans were expecting a certain something from the game that they just really didn't get. I didn't enjoy the whole open world setting and exploration. I just wanted that whole fantastic storytelling elements that were part of the original Mass Effect trilogy. So I'm excited to see Casey Hudson back, and hopefully he's going to grab those reins and he is going to get Mass Effect off the shelf, which EA has apparently put it on. So obviously Anthem is their next big thing. I'm fairly sure the Dragon Age 4 is going to be the next big game that will be out by BioWare after Anthem comes out, or they've got a couple of different guys working, so we might see both of them in the same year. You never know, or very close with each other. But hopefully this brings back Mass Effect. I mean, I know EA are probably going to be all about new IPs, because then you don't have to back pay anyone. But if you can't tell, I am freaking excited about this change coming to Bioware. I wish that it meant that we could have more KOTOR single player, but I don't think it's going to happen. And as I said, look, just a little tidbit, which I'm a bit confused about, because this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, about a month or so ago, Square Enix announced that Dissida Final Fantasy NT, which was an arcade game, is coming out onto PlayStation 4. Now, they've actually just come out and announced that there is an actual registration for a beta, which... Isn't that what the arcade game is? Really? I mean, you've got an arcade game that's popular over in Japan, but then you want to do a beta for a console. Just bring it out. Could be ignorant, could be stupid. I might be right, but it's my opinion, isn't it? I just find it's just very weird that they're taking the time to put this into a beta. Maybe they're just wanting to test it with Western civilization, see how they like it, what they like about it. To me, it looks like a really cool game. I'm actually really excited about this game coming out, but this just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So let's get back to some really good, exciting news. And as I said, look, on Tuesday's Gaming News Opinions, there was a tease on the Telltale Twitter stating that there was new stuff was coming, and everybody sort of just jumped straight on that it was going to be Wolf Among Us 2, which I was pretty excited about. I'm really looking forward to the Wolf Among Us 2. And then yesterday there were reports that it may not be the Wolf Among Us 2, that it was probably going to be a Batman series, because there was some leak on the ESRB ratings boards and everything like that. Well, I was thinking I'm going to have to come and retract the last statement, so I'm going to have to say, I am bloody excited about Batman, but I don't have to do any of that. I can just do it all, because they are bringing not one, not two of those, but they're bringing a third one. That's right. First off, I mean, we'll get Batman out of the way, because Batman's going to be coming out next month. That's right. Batman Episode 1, which is going to be titled Enigma, has been announced that it is going to be coming out next month. And it is obviously continuing from Season 1. So there's going to be a bit of growth in that. And obviously the Riddler is going to be in this series. They're going to grow. They've stated that they are going to sort of expand a bit more on John Doe, the Joker. So it's going to be interesting to see how they went there. The first season of Batman didn't hit a lot of spots for me. I did enjoy it as a different type of Telltale game. There were some really cool moments in there, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I love Batman. Batman is God or whatever. I put Batman in front of me and I'm happy. I did enjoy it, but it just, it wasn't the best. It wasn't I'm Batman. What's his name? Troy Baker is coming back to reprise his role as Batman. I don't think he did the best job, but hey, if he wants to do it and they're letting him do it, then just do it. I wasn't a fan, to be honest. And as said, The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out. This has been announced for 2018. So these next two are going to be coming out in 2018. So they're obviously going to be concentrating on Minecraft, story mode, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Batman for the remainder of the year. I'm pretty sure Batman should finish next year. I'm quite actually interested to know what's happening with the whole Avengers Telltale series that they've announced quite a while back. We haven't really heard much more about that, but I'm really excited. The Wolf Among Us 2 Season 2, or whatever you want to call it, is coming. They didn't actually have any sort of screenshots or gameplay or anything. They just had a little bit of a funny sort of trailer where the cast and producers and everyone were sort of reading tweets, like mean tweets, like what they do on the TV and on the YouTubes. And it was actually quite funny. I quite enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's over on IGN, YouTube, everywhere. SDCC, whatever you like. But then they also came out and announced that Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 4 is the season final. That's right. I think they're actually calling it the final season, to be honest. So what I think that they've actually done with this, because obviously they just concluded Season 3, I think they're sort of doing what movies do and just going sort of back to back. I think once they got into Season 3, they knew what they wanted to do, where they wanted the story to go. So then we can obviously work on other projects. We can finish projects. We can maybe get that Avengers one coming out at some point. But I myself haven't even started playing Season 3. I didn't even play the Michonne one. I have bought it. But yeah. But again, this one's coming out 2018. There's not much about it. It's just been really just a splash screen saying The Walking Dead, a Telltale series, the final season. So Clementine's run as a heroess or heroine. I don't like saying heroine. It sounds like the druggie. It's going to be coming to an end. So I'm really excited about this. I really want to find out what happened to Lee if you didn't kill him. I haven't played Season 3, so there's obviously no spoilers there. Please don't tell me. But if you didn't kill him, maybe he comes back. Maybe he comes back as a zombie. Maybe he's still alive, because there was always that little chance that maybe he was still alive. But guys, that's it for today's gaming news opinions. Give me your opinions of your own down in the comments section down below. There's not going to be any shit I'll probably never play tomorrow, because I haven't bought any shit that I'm just going to put on the shelves and not do anything with. But guys, comment down below. Come over, find me over at Mad Mikeey Gaming if you like. We like to chat about all my gaming news opinions, as well as your own over there, as well as down here. So guys, I hope you have a great weekend gaming. I've got a 3-day weekend coming up, so there's going to be lots of gameplay involved there. So guys, until next Tuesday for the next gaming news opinions, I will see you then. Bye guys.